OpenClaw, the fastest-growing open-source AI agent project in history, has been called a security dumpster fire. Enterprises wanted it but couldn't trust it. Now Nvidia just stepped in with a fix, and it could reshape how every company deploys AI agents. Here's exactly what changed and what you should do about it. At its GTC conference on Monday, Nvidia unveiled NemoClaw, an enterprise-grade wrapper around OpenClaw built in collaboration with OpenClaw's original creator, Peter Steinberger. Think of it this way. OpenClaw is like giving an incredibly capable employee the master key to your entire office building, every room, every filing cabinet, every server closet, with zero supervision. NemoClaw adds the security badge system. The employee can still do the job, but now there are locked doors, access policies, and audit trails. The core of the system is something called OpenShell, an open-source runtime that sandboxes AI agents inside strict, policy-based guardrails. When an agent tries to reach your network or access data, OpenShell checks the request against your organization's rules and actively blocks anything unauthorized. Nvidia built OpenShell alongside CrowdStrike, Cisco, and Microsoft Security to make sure it plugs into existing cybersecurity stacks, and the whole thing installs with a single command. Now, why does this matter so urgently? Let me give you the numbers. Within weeks of OpenClaw's surge in popularity, researchers found over 1,000 installations exposed to the open internet with zero authentication. More than 1.5 million API keys were leaked. A critical remote code execution vulnerability, rated 8.8 out of 10 on the severity scale, was discovered. Malicious extensions appeared in OpenClaw's skills marketplace, one of them dropping remote access malware onto users' machines. Meta banned OpenClaw from corporate devices after an agent went rogue and mass-deleted employee emails. China blocked state enterprises from using it entirely. The security crisis was real and well documented. So what actually changes for you now? 3 concrete scenarios. First, if you run an IT department at a mid-sized company and you've been watching OpenClaw from the sidelines because of security risk, NemoClaw gives you a path to deploy AI agents on local hardware, RTX PCs, workstations, even Mac Minis, while keeping sensitive data inside your own physical network. No data leaves your building unless you explicitly allow it through what Nvidia calls a privacy router. Second, if you're a developer building autonomous workflows, you can now run any coding agent or open-source model, including Nvidia's Nematron family, inside a sandboxed environment. You get the productivity of agentic AI without the nightmare of an agent hallucinating and deleting a production directory. Third, and this is important, NemoClaw is hardware agnostic. It does not require Nvidia GPUs. That means companies already invested in other infrastructure can still adopt it. But, let's be honest about the limits. NemoClaw is in early-stage alpha. Nvidia's own website warns developers to expect rough edges. They are building toward production-ready sandbox orchestration, but they're not there yet. The underlying architectural problem with AI agents hasn't disappeared either. The transformer architecture that powers these models processes every token identically. It cannot fundamentally distinguish between your legitimate instruction and a prompt injection attack. OpenShell adds important guardrails, but no guardrail system eliminates that core vulnerability entirely, and the competitive landscape is crowded. OpenAI launched Frontier, its own enterprise agent platform, in February. Gartner flagged governance platforms for AI agents as the crucial missing infrastructure. NemoClaw is Nvidia's bet, but it's not the only one. Here's what you should do in the next 30 days. 1. Download the NemoClaw Alpha and run it in a test environment on local hardware. Get your security team familiar with OpenShell's policy configuration before you need it in production. 2. Audit any existing OpenClaw installations in your organization right now. Check for exposed ports, especially TCP 18789, plaintext credential storage, and unvetted skills from ClawHub. 3. Define your organization's agent access policy. Decide in writing which data sources, network segments, and tools an AI agent is allowed to touch, and which are off-limits. NemoClaw enforces policies, but only if you've written them. 4. Pressure test prompt injection defenses. Run adversarial tests against any agent you're considering deploying. Include malicious instructions embedded in emails, calendar invites, and Slack messages. See what gets through. 5. Follow Nvidia's Agent Toolkit releases closely. This alpha will evolve fast, and the companies that understand the security model early will have a significant head start when production-ready versions ship. The bottom line is this: Nvidia is trying to turn OpenClaw from a brilliant but dangerous experiment into something enterprises can actually trust with real work. If you're building an AI agent strategy, NemoClaw deserves a spot on your evaluation list today, not next quarter. Subscribe to AI Blueprint so you don't miss our deep dive on how OpenShell sandboxing actually works under the hood. Settings: add clean subtitles with outline, large, use only generated clips, use hyper-realistic style, use a male clear American voice for the narrator without music.